button and then answered me. Good.
Jacob's in the bathroom.
Jacob's in the bathroom. Welcome to Drawfee, where Jacob's in the bathroom. Is anyone in the chat?
I mean, I just started it, man.
There it is.
There it is.
Hello. Welcome.
I don't have that mobility in my arms right now.
You're wearing a cool jacket.
I'm wearing
instead.
a cool jacket. I sacrificed mobility for cool jacket.
Huh?
Get in.
What's going on in here?
Get in. We got a new camera.
We're streaming.
We got a new camera.
And a new chair.
Whoa.
Look, it's so wide.
Whoa. Whoa.
Wall.
Are we streaming right now?
We are
Yeah.
streaming right now.
We're live.
Look at how we fit on this.
I know.
Look at this.
What
we
the
fit
fuck?
comfortably.
Oh my god.
We don't have to scrunch into like a corner.
Guys.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have to change the title of our streams pretty soon.
No.
They can even see back there.
Oh yeah.
They can see how deep the room is. Nathan, go way back there. Oh my god.
Do the stream from back here.
Oh my god.
Whoever's drawing draws, and then we just stand.
Julia, draw.
Julia, draw something.
What do you want me to draw?
The chat.
All right.
That will tell you. We're gonna stand here.
Oh no. Someone messed up our Cintiq settings.
What?
Oh,
Very cool.
we were being friends.
I love it.
What happened?
Love it.
It's not calibrated.
You ready? Hooray.
Oh, it's on the
Oh,
wrong
it's on the wrong
screen. Okay.
I know what it's doing.
Julia, fix it. I'm a very bad gamer subscribed. Twitch Prime. Thank you, I'm a very bad gamer.
I tested everything except the Cintiq. That was my mistake.
That was your
That's
mistake.
Not the one.
See, this is what happens. I say we have to...
You hit me.
I did. I'm sorry.
Wait, it's not the one, Julia.
Can you just go
What?
to settings?
You go to the Wacom.
Oh.
Oh, that is the one. Holy shit.
I've had this problem like once a week for like 4 years at this office.
Why?
Because I kept getting shitty computers.
Once a week for 4 years?
SRK Hot Curry.
Hot curry.
Subscribed with Twitch Prime.
So it works now.
Julia.
Skylight Owl says this is my first stream.
Julia,
Yes.
wait, listen to me.
Yeah,
I'm sorry I ever doubted you. You fixed it.
I did.
I thought it might have been a Mac thing
Nope.
that you may not have known. I never meant to undermine your knowledge.
Did you like the
of
mug
fixing
Julia
tablets.
drew?
Is this it?
She drew it with the mouse. That's why we didn't know that the Cintiq wasn't.
This is the mug.
Derpy Snick says, Nathan.
He sure does.
There's nowhere we can go to hide from this camera.
I know.
There's
Yeah.
nowhere in this room we can go.
Except in the booth.
Except in the booth.
Well, then you become a ghost. We did this last time.
Yeah, we did this last time, but we should do it again.
Keep doing some room bits while you get a drawing suggestion.
Everyone can see what's in the room. It's amazing.
Kiss Romancer says, I cannot believe to learn we can see every dang one of you. No more just Nathan's ear. The Hot Shame subscribed to tier 3. Tier 3.
Tier 3, that's the third one. Nathan, that's so scary. Nathan, that's incredibly scary. That's so scary and I hate it. I'm frightened.
Gonna post that picture I just took to Twitter after the stream.
I've heard of it.
It still has that.
Thank you for the compliments on my jacket, everyone.
Smell.
It's chilly in here.
Y'all, what
Yeah.
should I draw? Yeah, that's
So
why I
Julia
grabbed my
and I are wearing
jacket.
We were gonna start the stream, and then Julia was like, "I'm gonna get my jacket," and then I was like, "I'll get my jacket," and then I noticed that I left a bunch of burger bun crumbs on my chair. So
I had a bunch of crumbs on my
So
chair.
I very loudly, louder than I wanted to, said, "Oh, I made a big burger mess on my chair."
You said it so loudly that Carolyn laughed.
Yeah. People wearing headphones just turned and looked at me. And then I was
you
like,
announced to the whole office
well-
that you made a big burger mess.
Because saying that you made a big burger mess on your chair that loudly sounds like you barfed on your chair. You barfed up a burger.
That's a belly mess.
that's a tummy.
I
Cre-
made a big belly mess.
That's a tummy mistake.
Creepy ghosts, derpy dragon, vampire otter, bird noises.
Draw a big burger mess.
Now everybody wants burger mess. Not to be confused with burger regret.
Yeah. That's kind
But
of a burger
it
regret.
can lead to
yeah.
burger regret,
Yeah.
for sure.
Where
Where do we get this camera?
I don't know. Tony.
It's from the Game Jam. It's the camera we used at the Game Jam
Oh.
that we, I guess, just had this whole time, and Tony
And just could have been using?
just now was like, "You want to use this camera?"
Well, fuck, man. Nice.
Tour to Pier. Subscribe to the tier
Tour-to-Pier.
1. How long is streaming today?
2 hours.
2 hours. We're out of here at 5.
You came in right in the beginning. Congrats.
Julia, draw burger mess.
I want to draw burger mess.
You don't have to. We can save
You
that.
have to.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
I'll draw it.
If you don't want to, then I'll draw burger mess.
Yeah.
I'll
Or Nathan
draw it.
will
One of us
burger
will draw.
mess.
I'll
You
draw a
deleted the mug.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
You
didn't mean
deleted
to.
it.
He's back.
You killed your son.
He's not.
That's a kettlebell.
Yeah, he's not very good at holding liquids. All right, a burger mess.
He's a tiny little mug.
Burger mess.
A burger mess.
Okay.
I feel like I should slide it like slightly this way, so that it fits a little more Julia in there while she's drawing. So suspicious. I feel like I'm gonna look in the webcam and like see something like back there.
Yeah.
Moving,
Yeah.
And it's
This is
gonna
the
fucking haunt me.
This is the beginning of a horror movie. This is Unfriended 3.
We're gonna see
Twitch.
a spooky.
Oh my
kabuki
god,
man.
I haven't seen Unfriended 1, and I want to.
Oh, Unfriended's great.
Did
I
you see
should watch
Unfriended
it.
2?
No, I didn't see either of them.
We saw Unfriended 1 in theaters.
Eternal Amateur subscribed with Twitch Prime and said, "Hello, Drawfee. I'm a 3D animator who finally has a job and who's terrified of losing it. Just feel like sharing my horrible, horrible existential dread. Thank you. Good job. Keep it up. I'm sorry. See y'all on Dropout."
Listen, we're all scared about losing these jobs that we love.
I've been here 7 years, and that fear has never gone away.
Yeah.
So,
Only in the past, like, since coming to Drawfee full time, only then has the fear started to fade away. Because we're much less replaceable now.
I
than we used to
started
be.
at this
Aw.
company in 2010, and I remember 2 years into it, asking Caldwell to sign my College Humor book because I didn't know how long I'd be here, and I wanted like a cool memento of when I left the company.
Aw.
And he left, and I'm still here. So whoopsie doodles.
Sora Santone subscribed.
Thank you.
At least you'll always have that treasured memory of Caldwell.
He drew a dog.
Who you then went on to see every day for a long time and still kind of frequently
Yep.
for someone who lives in LA.
Yep.
Yep.
If anything, I wish we'd see him less. So that those memories could be more special.
Yeah, that's true. It's just not special
It's just
when
not
I
special.
when I see Caldwell. Well, I hear his voice nearly every day because I'm still reviewing Cartoon Hell
Because you
episodes.
talk on the phone every night.
Because I also he tucks me in.
Yeah, he tucks you in.
He
at
sings
night.
me a lullaby.
Happy Light Sense has subscribed with Twitch Prime.
He reads me a bedtime story, which is just whatever board he's working on for Big City Greens. He just describes the board panels,
Yeah.
and then he sings me a sweet.
And then Cricket didn't listen to his parents, and Mrs. Yaffe was very upset.
It's Dr. Yaffe.
Dr. Yaffe, I apologize.
Mrs. Dr. Yaffe.
Mrs. Dr. Yaffe.
Itanargimop subscribed with Twitch Prime. Whoa, it's me.
I got a text on my phone, and it highlighted the last thing I was looking at, and it was just a picture of Nathan in a booth standing behind Jacob.
That's
Hold
a
it up.
good pick. And you got yourself in there, the reflection of yourself taking the pic too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all there in some capacity.
It's a good pick. Julia, you took a good pick.
Thank you. I'm going to post it to the Drawfee Twitter after the stream.
Skullface McGee.
Or maybe I'll use it to say that we're
Subskulled.
streaming.
So this burger man has been murdered.
Yeah.
Been messed. This burger
Yeah.
man got messed.
Dang.
Messied up.
Oh, is there gonna be a burger detective?
You know it.
A griddled
A griddled
griddled-
burger detective.
Burger detective.
There's a toll said, I've spent so much time listening to Caldwell between Drawfee and the gazillion jillion podcasts he's been on, and it's never enough.
Yep. Oh, man.
There's always more Caldwell you can listen to. That's the nice thing.
They did a little back-to-back Trini Veils, which is the bonus campaign that Caldwell DMs on Not Another D&D podcast, and they're so fun to listen to.
I gotta listen.
You should at least listen to the Trini Veils because there are less of them, so you can catch up on them.
Well, first I need to watch fucking Fantasy High.
Yes, you do.
Every time I see any clip from it, I love it.
You can start. Well,
And I say-
start with Bloodkeep because it's new. It's the new one.
I'm not gonna be missing anything.
There's only one episode out right now.
Yeah, so I could be up to
You could be up to date on one thing.
I could be up to date on one thing. I haven't even finished Total Forgiveness yet.
Oh my god.
Jacob, what do you do?
Well, here's the
What
thing.
do you do? You just play Sekiro?
He just watches a lot of Sekiro videos.
I do that, but that's because I'm not like paying attention. I'm usually like drawing or something.
I see.
And so it's just
you want to
something-
pay attention.
It's something easy to have on that I don't have to look at. And I just want to enjoy.
This burger man. Can't believe we got Liev Shriver to play Burger Detective.
Nathan, we saw Liev Shriver in the park
We did.
like the other weekend.
Ray Donovan himself?
Yeah, I was walking. We were walking out of the park, and this guy was like doing something weird, and
Yeah.
so it drew our attention. And then I looked at who the guy was like talking to, and it was Liev Shriver.
Oh, so the guy who was doing something weird
Was not Liev Shriver.
Liev Shriver was just there.
He was sitting on a blanket like with his family,
and the weird guy
and the weird guy was. Looked like his friend or something.
Oh, okay.
But he was like kind of pantomiming something, so that's what drew my attention.
Classic Liev Shriver's friend.
Yep. And then I turned to Julia and I said, "Hey, that was Liev Shriver," and she was like, "Cool."
It's fun living
I think
in
I
New York.
didn't look at him because there was a dog nearby.
Julia will always
And-
pick dog over Liev Shriver.
Yeah.
The one time I saw Tyrion Lannister,
Peter Dinklage.
Peter Dinklage, thank you, in person, I looked over and I was like, "Whoa, it's a really cool dog. I love that dog." That's Peter Dinklage. Like standing right next to the dog, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah, I'd see him a bunch when we were at our old office in Chelsea because I think he must have a home
Yeah.
nearby.
Yeah.
My favorite was one time I saw him on a little scooter.
yeah,
Oh, I saw him not on a scooter, but I did see him with the big dog.
Yeah, he has a
yeah." I
big
saw
dog
the big dog.
and the little baby carriage. He was pushing a stroller.
I was worried because everyone always talked about how often they saw Peter Dinklage,
Mm-hmm.
like near our office, and it had been years, and I hadn't seen him even
You
once.
hadn't seen him.
And I felt like I wasn't really like fully a part of the culture, the
Yeah.
workplace culture.
Part of the culture is acknowledging that Peter Dinklage is around
And you've seen him.
and you've seen him.
But then I finally saw him walking his big dog, and I knew that it was going to be okay.
Yes, that's an important moment. I'm glad we all got to have that moment.
Yeah.
Someone asked what Julia's drawing. This is a big burger mess.
It's a big burger
She's
mess.
done a full scene, burger crime.
It's taped off, of course.
Yeah. by the police.
The burger police.
This police tape says police tape,
Uh-huh.
not do not enter.
No,
it just says
pol-
police
it
tape.
says police tape. Yeah, I mean, there's been a rash of burger messes happening in Burgopolis.
Burgopolis.
And Detective Beef.
Detective Beef.
Detective Beef.
Big Stevie Awesome subscribed. And also, Basic Jewel was saying that it was their first stream. And they said a
Welcome.
bunch of very nice things about us that are now gone in the chat. But they
Aw.
were there and they were nice.
Thanks for the nice things.
And they also said that they would listen to an audiobook that me and you read, Nathan.
Aw.
It would just be us like repeating the lines back and forth.
Yeah,
to each other
you
and
would say a
laughing.
line and be like, that was a good read of that line. I want to say it now.
Yeah.
When you have a friend who says things in a way that makes you want to say them, former Drawfee editor Trevor, he has that quality as well,
Yeah, Trevor says things in such a funny way.
and it just makes you want to say them.
You want to say it too. It's kind of like when Julia said "whisket,"
Bwisket.
and then we all said "bwisket" for like a full hour.
I still say bwisket.
Yeah, and whenever every time you say it, I say it too.
Yep.
Bwisket.
Bwisket.
You want to have a friend that you want to copy.
Yeah.
Copy your friends.
Copy your friends.
People are asking what happened to Trevor. He broke his editing hand.
Yeah,
And
he
had to
may never
retire.
edit again.
He had to retire from the game, from the editing game.
Just kidding. He's all the cool stuff that Dorkly's doing, like the Dorkly podcast and
Table
pop, and all that stuff. They actually have like a full, recording setup with a control room, and Trevor's on the switcher.
Trevor does the controls.
Trevor controls it, and it's a nice little step up for him.
Yeah. He's got a very important job.
He's got a very important job.
Which is not to say that Drawfee editor is not an important job.
No, David, you have a very important job.
David's been ill. David's been sick for a full week.
David's been sick, but still editing.
Even through their illness. David rises.
David is
the dark David rises.
As productive while sick as I am at the peak of health.
Yeah. I don't do good when I'm sick.
No.
I do really bad when I'm sick.
I've been very impressed.
Do you guys want to find a suggestion for,
I
you
just
guys
love
to draw?
this drawing that you
Thanks.
did.
Yeah,
It's like really good.
I'm mesmerized.
I'm adding some more little deets.
These are good deets. It's always fun to see your process. Yeah, that's a good gradient. All right, let's.
Like, what am I gonna draw now? Something fucking stupid, probably.
Okay.
Bagel night.
Bagel night.
I want to draw bagel night.
Okay, you draw next then.
I want to draw bagel
There
night.
it is.
You draw bagel night. You draw bagel night.
I'm gonna draw bagel night.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, it's all happening, Julia.
The C.S. Jones. Oh, this isn't my phone.
That's my phone.
That's just me again.
And me. It's not just you.
It's me and the ghost of you.
And Julia.
The ghost of you.
C.S. Jones tweeted us a fan art. I want to see it.
Wasn't that My Chemical Romance song?
C.S.
Was it called
Jones.
Ghost of You?
C.S. Jones. I don't know.
Or am I thinking of the
Why is this? Oh,
what's
okay.
that damn band that Tony's girlfriend's brother is in?
Fiance?
Yes, Tony's fiance's brother. That didn't answer my question.
Lord Huron?
Lord Huron. They have a song called that, right? Isn't that their like popular one?
I have no idea.
Which
I'm gonna be real
C.S.
with
Jones?
you.
Are you not C.S. Jones on Twitter?
My brain is a brain idiot
I thought
today.
they were C.S. Jones on Twitter.
Blues Queen subscribed. Said, loved the last 3 months with you guys. Also, thank you, Jacob, for inspiring me to try out a new style. I love drawing you as a bad boy.
Nice.
That drawing ruled. Thank you so much.
Nice. I've also been enjoying everyone's fan art of the badass ladies.
Oh yeah. Is it this one? I've got one from Marcos Fuente, and I've also got one from at Para Isol.
Gatidia was thinking of the night we met. They say something in that song similar to the phrase "a ghost of you." I'm pretty sure. Don't at me.
I was thinking of that My Chemical Romance song. What? It's World War II and they're dancing.
Yeah, that is called "Ghost of You." That one is "Ghost of You."
That's the song I'm thinking of?
Yes.
Okay,
Ghost
cool.
of You sounds like something that they would say in a Jake and Amir. You made a ghost of you. You've made me a ghost of you.
And then Jake would be like, "Don't
That
make
doesn't-
a ghost of you. That doesn't make sense."
That doesn't mean. What are you
That doesn't mean
talking
anything.
about?
Oh, I know what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I've noticed on the Drawfee Twitter, when I go on the Drawfee Twitter to look for like something, look for a mention to retweet. Like, say I've seen a cool post from my Twitter that someone added Drawfee in.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want to retweet that from Drawfee. I go to Drawfee, open up the mentions. It's just not there.
It's just not there.
Like, a lot
Twitter,
of the time,
Twitter's
some of
doing
them,
a hide.
Yeah, it just hides the post, and I can't find it anywhere from Drawfee, even though Drawfee was the first thing added.
You have to remember who did it and then search them.
But why doesn't it show up in the mentions? It's a mention.
Hey, Jack.
Hey, Jack. Let me see all the mentions that we get,
Jack,
please.
Could you do that? And also ban the Nazis?
Do that too. Maybe focus on that first.
Maybe that one first, but also our thing.
But also our thing, please.
Please.
Do you guys have a suggestion?
I'm drawing a bagel night.
Oh, I didn't know if you were doing that or you were just excitedly exclaiming about bagel nights. Okay.
Is that a thing he does often?
We read a lot of just suggestions and names.
I did say like a lot of times, I'm gonna draw a bagel night.
Well, I was also drawing. Oh, I gotta save. What?
Why are you saving? Why are you
What do
saving?
you mean,
right
why am I
now?
saving?
She's doing it.
We usually save at the end, don't we?
She wants to save it now.
There we go. That's it. That's all of it. Okay.
Sometimes you gotta save it right then. If you know, when you
What
draw,
if
when you
Photoshop
draw-
crashes and then
Yeah.
you lose your shit?
Yeah, you did a good draw. You want to
yeah,
save
that's
it.
true.
You want to preserve it.
If something happened to this drawing, I would never forgive
I
myself.
don't know why I got up.
Out of respect.
Out of respect. One get up equal one respect.
Yeah, please stand for the ceremonial changing of the chairs.
Oh boy.
Bagel night.
Bagel night.
Bagel night. Squiggle. Oh, I can't use this corner.
Julia, do you want to?
Tweet. Don't worry about it. I realized that no one did it while I was drawing.
Someone.
I'll do it.
Izanami Yes Okami is just reminding us to do our jobs. Just
Yeah.
Please tweet about the stream.
I figured one of you did it while I was drawing, but
No.
I've never done it, so I don't even like think about it.
I could have done it, but I forgot to do it.
Julia, I'm sorry. I'm not helpful.
We're really dropping the ball.
I'm not
this.
good. I'm not helpful.
That's a good circle. Or ellipse.
Obloid.
Obloid.
Oblong.
Obloid.
Obloid.
That's a good obloid. So this bagel night's an up-facing bagel. Oh, that's a good, tasty-looking bagel you did. That's a real
Yeah,
plump.
you know,
That's
really
a real
just
plumpin'.
really
That's
get
a real tiny hole in the middle.
Yeah, it's a plump bag.
That's a plump bag. This is a tank. This is a tanky night.
This is a tanky, bakey bagel night.
Mmm.
My tanky, branky heart.
Jacob, you draw tasty shapes.
That's why they call me Jacob Tasty Shapes
Tasty
Andrews.
Shapes Andrews.
And you know this bagel is already split, already
Oh,
cut,
yeah.
so that it can have like a mouth.
what was that state? What messed up slicing a bagel?
It was like, oh shoot.
A state?
Yeah.
It was like a city. It was like something style. There was like that whole
Yeah.
meme about like doing a bagel.
Was it Indianapolis style?
St. Louis.
St. Louis style.
St. Louis style, where it was like thinly sliced the wrong way.
Balvin24 just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
St. Louis style.
Who keeps putting the lasso on additive mode?
That was me.
Julia, you see all the stuff Julia was lassoing?
That's true. I can't stay mad at you.
Okay, I've tweeted.
Tweeted. Thank you for the hair compliment, Cabbage Crow. I'm getting a haircut today. Today.
Your hair is
Haircut day.
Your hair is already a perfect length, but you want it shorter.
It gets long and heavy and thick.
And we can't have that.
I want it to be less on my head
Okay.
so that my head is lighter.
Yeah. I like my hair to grow for a time before I say goodbye again to it.
I like to keep it pretty managed.
We were talking in the Dropout Discord about the time I went to LA to record the episode of Actually I was on, and just got roasted.
You got roasted and toasted.
I got roasted up by Denise, the CH Media stylist, among other things. Very good at her job, and also very good at roasting. If she ever decides she wants to become a roast comic,
yeah, she could do it. I bet
she could do it.
See, the cream cheese is just oozing out of
But I
here.
did get a free haircut. All it cost me was my dignity.
Which is fair. A fair price. A fair ask.
Oh, look at this Uzi buddy. Is that his mouth? Is he like frothing?
Yeah, he's frothing. He's ready for battle.
Oh my gosh, this is a berserker. This is a bagel berserker.
This is a bagel berserker night. I wanted to have like one of these like
Wow.
one of these
The new
things.
berserk looks great. Oh
in,
my
in
gosh.
response to fan backlash, they made Guts' head a bagel.
Oh, yeah, I was also talking about this, but I don't think this is what actually happened, but it would have been very clever if the Sonic folks had just done the new Coke strategy, because they knew that no one would be happy with any Sonic they made. So they
Release
just-
an intentionally
an
bad.
intentionally bad Sonic, and then have a less bad one ready to go.
But here's the thing. The probability of me seeing a bad Sonic was higher than me seeing a good Sonic. Like, I would go to the movies to see something that bad. I wouldn't see a movie that's, like, the thing.
Yeah.
in
Also,
terms of Sonic.
I think the kids who are gonna see it, I don't know if they care,
They don't.
but
Kids have notoriously bad taste.
but it just seemed like a new Coke. It seemed the speed with which they responded, like, oh no, we'll fix it, was like they've got another one ready to go, I bet.
They got another Sonic waiting
But
in the
no,
wings.
I think they're just gonna
Work their animators.
they're just
to
gonna
the
overwork
ground.
their animators, who probably told them like, hey, no one's gonna like this.
Like day one, they were like, "No, this design's bad," and CEOs were like, "No, go for it. This is what the kids want." And now they're like, "How about
The kids,
you work yourselves to the ground?"
they want the horrible human teeth. Sonic.
This
Guys,
bagel
I'm
man.
just excited for Detective Pikachu.
Aren't we all?
Ooh,
I think I might have
This
that
bagel man
gradient
is-
on a 50%.
That's fine.
it's
That's good enough.
That looks great.
The Bagel Man is haunted by what he's seen and done in the name of his kingdom. The Breakfast Kingdom.
Oh, Gatiti posits that the animators kept a secret backup Sonic that they hid from the managers, so they'll be okay.
They've been working on
Yeah.
it in the dark of night.
Yeah, they made a. Well, it's Shadow. They
Oh
made
my
a,
god, a Shadow
They
Sonic!
made a Shadow Sonic the Hedgehog. Shadow the Hedgehog.
Sweet Lord, Nathan, you're probably right.
Yeah. Tune in for all of my Sonic the Movie theories.
The Out Playboy says if someone's gonna carry the movie, it's gonna be Eggman.
Yeah.
Eggman.
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 He looks like he's having a good time.
Excuse me, but Bird Lawyer just subscribed to Twitch Prime, so thank you.
Bird Lawyer.
Bird Lawyer.
Bird Lawyer. I like that name
That's
a lot.
Yeah.
Is that an Always Sunny? Is that an Always Sunny reference? Charlie is a master of bird law, an expert.
Or Harvey Birdman.
Or Harvey Birdman. He's also a bird
He's
lawyer.
also a
There's
bird
lots
lawyer.
of good media that involves bird lawyers.
More than
Coffee
you'd think.
Capone just subscribed to Twitch Prime.
Nice. Coffee Capone?
Eggman.
Eggman.
Coffee Capone. I miss Capones.
I'm excited for people to see the Eggman episode.
Eggman.
Eggman.
I don't even remember what we were actually... Oh, I do remember what we were drawing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Eggman.
never remember anything.
Yeah.
All I remember is you saying Eggman.
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 That's how I say Mr.
Mr. Eggman.
Mr. Eggman.
Mr. Eggman from Sonic.
Mr. Dream Pants just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Thank you.
Monsieur Dream Pants.
Does Julia try and draw an egg again? Listen, I haven't improved on the egg front.
It's a little bit better of an egg.
No,
It's
it's
less
not.
pointy.
My eggs are still
It's got more.
pointy.
It's got more of a min.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this dapper fellow. So the bagel's just his head.
The bagel's just his head.
The bagel's just his head.
This is a very good
Thank
portrait.
I
you.
also
Like
love
a medieval portrait.
like because the way the perspective, that helmet is just covering sort of one
the back.
tiny section of the entire top of the. It's really just sort of like a jaunty little hat
Yeah, that's absolutely
that's
true.
on the back of his head.
Someone asked if I had my eggs this morning. I didn't. The bagel sitch was bad.
Yeah, what was the deal with the bagel sitch?
There were lots of eggs.
There were lots of eggs, but I think they were in the fridge.
There were fridge eggs.
And
There
I
was
was
there was
upset-
egg
frigid
salad.
eggs.
I was upset about the fact that I had to have vegetable cream cheese
It's
on my bagel.
incredible that we never have enough
Cream cheese.
plain cream cheese.
Yeah.
It's all I ever want.
It's just like
I realize it's very nice that the company gets us bagels at all,
yeah, I agree.
but it feels like a cruel jest to have all these bagels and then nothing but tofu cream cheese.
Tofu, cream cheese, peanut butter,
It's just
and
like
just the biggest tub of butter you've ever seen in your life.
and then just a bunch of like one empty thing of plain cream cheese. All right,
Yeah.
enough complaining about
The free bagels.
the free bagels.
Brown sugar cinnamon cream cheese? That sounds delicious.
Sounds taste.
Yeah, that sounds like a cake.
I've been a big fan of
That
the
sounds like a
combination of cinnamon raisin bagel plus blueberry cream cheese recently.
Oh, that sounds good
Yeah.
too. That's
It's a sweet treat.
that's
It
that
is
sweet,
a sweet treat.
that sweet savory, that sweet tangy.
Is that going to be a bread knife?
Yeah,
Nice.
you can't tell because it's on his back.
But it's definitely a bread
When he
knife.
that
pulls
is
it
what it
out,
is.
it's serrated. Did I ever tell you guys about the time I cut my finger trying to cut a bagel when I was very little? I
No.
was in I want to say like 4th grade, 3rd or 4th grade.
Someone said bagels are overrated. Get out of here.
Have you had a good one?
Have you had a good bagel?
I think bagels are adequately rated.
Bagels are rated just the right amount.
If you say bagels are good, then you've rated bagels
Yeah.
appropriately.
I love bagels.
Bagels are good. They're just like thick bread. They're just real thick bread.
But not like... So you get bad bagels, which taste like spongy bread, and then you get good bagels, which have a completely different texture. And
Yeah, they've got to have that special bite,
That mouthfeel.
that special mouth feel.
I'm also from New York, so I'm a little... This is what we get snobby about, is our bagels.
We got the good bagels. Sorry.
We got good bagels, we got good pizza.
You go to that bagel, the good bagel place where they it's frowned upon to even toast the bagel because they're already so warm and fresh out the oven. And you
Hot
don't
and
wanna-
fresh out the kitchen.
You
Yeah.
don't want to mess up that perfect soft texture.
I love a toasted bagel though.
Yeah, well, in New York, at most bagel places, toasted means burnt, and so I don't get them toasted.
Burnt bagel.
Burnt bagel.
Flippin' Kamikaze says, we get snobby about bagels and piz. Yeah, Julia knows.
Bagels and piz.
Bagels and piz.
Bagels and piz.
People want you to motion blur that hand.
Oh, you know what? I think that's a fair point.
I think that's correct.
I think that's a correct.
People-
200 bits from Lord Royland. Thank you.
Oh, Lord Royland, I did not
Lord
know we were in the
Royland.
presence of lordship.
Do you think I could make a spin blur that
Oh.
focuses the nucleus of the spin down here? Oh, I can.
Oh, so
I
it's
can do it.
really- Okay.
I have to make it bigger.
And you gotta make it bigger.
Really waving.
Ah!
Jacob, that's very good.
Thank you.
Oh. I got helicopter propeller now.
Oh, Photoshop, you done it again.
Photoshop does not like that I'm doing this. I feel like I should just tell you. I'm going to stop doing it so that Photoshop will... There we go.
Perfect.
Hi!
Is
You want to
it
draw,
Nathan?
Nathan?
I wish Photoshop had like a Todd that we could just direct all of our.
Adobe?
Yeah.
Adobe.
Just the company.
Todd?
It's not the same as just having
What's
one
his name on
person's.
Todd?
I mean, we could just say Emily, because she's the only person I know who works for Photoshop.
Your girlfriend,
true.
Emily?
Yeah, but she.
I don't want to yell at her. She's nice.
Yeah, she also works on the mobile stuff.
I just got notified about multiple big people liking our tweet about the stream.
Multiple big people?
Yeah.
Who's big?
Who are the big people?
I'm investigating now.
Who's the big boys?
What was the tweet about the stream?
I'm going to guess it's Kingpin,
Hulk.
the Hulk, Big Show, the wrestler, Kevin Nash.
People want to know what the Drawfee is, and I want to know what I'm drawing. The Drawfee is
Strong Belwas.
Strong Belwas. I drew bread animals last week. Paul Giamatti. The Drawfee is Paul Giamatti.
Pile Giamatti.
Versus the Future just subscribed to Twitch Prime. Thank you.
Thank you. Big thanks. Thanks be to you.
I drew a demon corgi on another stream.
Wamper says working boys.
Working boys.
I want to see some working boys.
Working boys.
Let me get those working
Let's
boys.
get some working boys.
I don't even know if that was a suggestion. I just like it.
Working boys.
Working boys. These boys gotta work. Heidsky says draw yourself in a romper. The working boys could be wearing rompers.
They could
Working
be.
rompers.
Trying to draw like a little stretching pose for this working boy. I think I already fucked it up, but we're just gonna go with it.
Oh, so he's getting ready to work.
He's this one. Well, I got to draw a bunch of boys.
Or is he like, is this post work? And
Yeah,
he's,
this is mid work, I think.
oh, mid work stretch.
I don't like this.
Working boys in hard hats and rompers. That's what Neon Shutter says.
Okay. Hard hat, I can do. Hard hat's like.
Julia, what's the quote that's in the Cartoon Hell Season 2 trailer that you say that I liked a lot?
Ain't that just an ass full of shit?
Ass in my shit.
Ass in my shit.
Ain't that just an ass in my shit?
Ain't that just an ass in my shit?
I was watching that trailer and that one made me laugh a lot.
Yeah, I had two of my voice acted lines in a row.
Yep.
Hello, honey. You forgot your line.
Jogo Blue 11 subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Jogo Blue. Hey, let's play ballet in the stream today
What?
from last week.
Let's play what?
Let's play ballet. Ballet?
Oh, ballet.
Ball it.
Yeah, let's play
Oh,
ballet.
Yeah, I
you're
didn't-
talking about the sport ballet.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't recognize it because you called it ballet.
Why'd you
not,
say it
That's
so
true,
weird?
I'm
and
sorry.
not ball it?
Yeah, I know ballet. The sport.
Oh, there they are. Let's play ballet.
Let's play ball it.
Let's play ballet.
So this guy's carrying like a girder.
Cam said the working boys have to be up to their ass and shit.
Okay.
Wearing rompers.
Wearing rompers. What do rompers look like?
It's like a onesie with shorts.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, but you can't really see much of the shorts because again they are up to their
They
ass.
have
and
to be
shit.
completely up to their ass and
So
shit.
just
So
take our word for
I'll
it.
do
very
I'll do
well.
a Julia where I draw one of them.
And then
Yeah.
you cover it with all the shit that they're up to their ass in.
Mm-hmm. So here's a working boy.
They call me the working boy.
More like a twerking boy, you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Like a boy who's twerking.
Yeah.
Some I-beam. This is an I-beam.
That is an I-beam.
This is an I-beam.
It's a guy beam
This is a guy beam.
for this working boy
The
to
perspective on this I-beam makes no sense.
It's alright.
carry. It's a cartoon.
It's a cartoon.
As long as you know what it is, that's all that matters.
Okay. So then, shit.
Nuala the koala wants us to do some left-handed drawings today.
Oh,
Or
we
some
can do that.
off-handed drawings. I think we're all right-handed though.
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Sorry, we do need we haven't done a Drawfee in a while, and
Do
I
a
feel
drawing with your left hand. Or your non-dominant hand, rather.
Yeah.
Piece of time. Thank you for understanding my Rush reference. I was hoping that exactly one person would understand.
Rush?
When did you say it?
Like the band Rush?
They have a song called Working Man.
Oh, okay.
And I sang a little bit of it, but said Working Boy.
Oh.
And then one person understood it, and now I'm not so alone anymore.
You're validated.
You're valid. I'll make this IB make
Reen and the Boss, Sekiro is coming.
Yes.
Soon. Probably next week.
With the new schedule,
to drop out.
What happens is that we record an episode and it comes out like a month and a half later.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
That's how it seems. It takes like a week to edit.
Takes a week to edit, a week
to
legally approve, and then
and then it stays in the backlog for like a week or two.
Well, then usually something goes wrong, and then we have to fix it. And then
after another week.
Because we want you to wait for it.
Yeah.
We want that anticipation to build. We
don't want to do anything timely anymore.
No.
You know?
We address it. It's fine. We're timeless.
Yeah.
Not timely.
We're evergreen.
Yeah.
Thank you for understanding my reference, everyone who understood it and told me they understood it. Pistols O'Brien, we send them to Dropout, and then they have them to process.
Oh,
and then they post them to Dropout, and then the next week they post them to YouTube.
So it's a week to edit, a week to get approval from Dropout, then another week it goes out on Dropout, and then the week after it goes out on the channel.
Yes.
So that is a month.
It's a month from when we recorded it to when it is
Yep.
in the full public eye. Yes, that is correct. Kiss Romancer, the news days for the moment are just kind of going up whenever. They're no longer relegated to Tuesdays. It's basically what's happening is we make 2 normal episodes. We record 2 normal episodes and a news day every week. And then they get sent into Dropout in sort of the order that they are completed on certain days. But that means that the schedule now, when they're posted, is for every 2 normal episodes, you get 1 Newsday episode. And it just kind of rotates through that way. So sometimes it'll be on Tuesday, sometimes it'll be on Thursday, and some weeks it won't be there at all. It can't be held down.
Newsday, listen.
It can't be restrained.
Newsday exists outside of time. Shrugging Angela Lansbury. The point is, we're making a lot of stuff, and you're going to get to see it eventually.
Yes.
So thank you for your patience.
Correct.
What should this guy be doing?
Working.
He's working.
He's a working boy. He could be the twerking boy.
Okay. He's going to be like...
Julia. Just making leather noises.
I'm very squeaky back here. Draw, shrugging Angela Lansbury.
I already did that.
You already did that.
I can't feasibly do it again.
Yeah, Boomerang. Just subscribe to Tier 1. Good Avatar reference.
They said, finally have good enough internet to watch the best stream.
Yeah! Congrats on your internet and taste in streams, both.
Number 2 is our stream.
Number 2 is our stream, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 3, it doesn't go down that far the list.
Yeah, no,
it just
there's
stops.
only 1 and 2.
He's holding like a... You can't tell, but this is a... I'll just have it be sitting on top of the shit.
It's like a shovel.
I was gonna have it be like a hammer,
Shovel?
like a big sledgehammer.
It's a shit hammer.
It's a shit hammer.
For hammering out the shit.
This is Mjolnir. He's holding Mjolnir.
People want me to draw tall Giamatti.
They want you to draw him specifically?
Yes, they've told me. When I come back around, I'll draw tall Giamatti.
What am I drawing next?
That's a good question. What's Julia drawing next?
What am I drawing?
What's Julia drawing?
What's Julia drawing?
What am I drawing?
The man Grizzly said these boys need handlebar mustaches.
Yep.
And I think that's true.
That's a swirly
That's not
mustache.
a handlebar
It's
mustache.
not a handlebar mustache.
Give the other one a handlebar mustache.
I guess I don't know what a handlebar mustache is.
It's the kind that bikers have.
The one that frames their mouth,
Yeah.
not the bottom part.
Yeah,
This?
So their mouths have a place to escape to. Yep,
kinda.
kinda.
Kinda?
A worse Sonic, huh? That would be
I think we've done that.
any Sonic that I've ever drawn.
That's not right. Go to
That's not
images.
That one. First row.
First
that
row,
One.
that one.
That one.
That one.
That one.
That one.
The majority of the internet seems to
Nathan.
Nathan.
That
disagree.
one.
Nathan.
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 That one.
That one. That dude who looks like a knockoff Sheldon. That one.
I'm doing it.
This is Teen Sheldon. Yeah, they just have to be thicker and more mustachy.
It's hard without nose.
Yeah, and their chins aren't really anywhere because of their bilb heads. I still think it's good, as is.
I drew some bilbs.
Just a couple of bilbs
It
who
bil-
were up to no good.
It bilb.
Started bilbing trouble in my neighborhood. I got a couple of bilbs and my mom got scared.
And said, Bilb,
And
get
said,
out of
"Bilb,
here.
You can't live here anymore."
Working boys. Everybody is working for the boys.
These are some good boys.
Everybody's twerking for the boys.
Is that one drowning?
Yeah, this one fell.
Don't fall. These guys are in remarkably high spirits for being up to their ass in shit.
I mean, they're just some working boys. You know, they'll complain once they're off the clock, but
When they're on duty.
when they're on duty, they're doing their jobs.
$2 Seb or $2 B. Subscribed.
$2.
Subscribed.
I don't know what Paul Giamatti looks like. I don't even know who that is.
You know who Paul Giamatti is.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. If
Who's
you look
Paul
him up, you'll
Giamatti?
know who he is.
Should I try to draw him without looking up who Paul Giamatti is?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
you should do that. This is the Paul Giamatti stream.
I'll draw Paul Giamatti next.
And then I'll draw tall Giamatti. And then Nathan can draw ball Giamatti when he enters his ball form. And then Julia can draw small Giamatti. And then I'll draw crawl Giamatti
Keep going.
when he crawls out of the air ducts
Yeah.
to get you.
Yeah.
And then Nathan,
Yeah.
you can draw brawl Giamatti.
Oh, Super Smash Brothers Brawl
Super Smash
Giamatti.
Brothers brawl Giamatti. And then Julia, you'll have to draw Paul Mall Giamatti,
Okay.
the one who is a cigarette spokesperson.
Okay.
And then
After that, I'll draw Darth Maul Giamatti.
Darth Maul Giamatti, and then you can draw Paul Blart Giamatti.
You can draw Paul Blart Giamatti. It would be Blart, comma Paul Giamatti.
Paul,
And then I want someone to draw Cart Giamatti.
Cart Giamatti?
Yeah.
That doesn't rhyme with Paul even vaguely.
That's one syllable.
Cart Giamatti.
Cart Giamatti.
He drives a cart.
God damn it.
Derpledor.
Derpledor.
Subscribe to Twitch Prime.
Thank you for your sub. I will take it now and spend the money on some things, and I will be happy now. Cart Giamatti.
Cart Giamatti.
Julia should draw all Giamatti. The faces of Paul Giamatti smushed on top of each other. Chair de Burlap said, if you don't have the mustache, you will fall through the workday cloud. Everyone knows that. That's why he fell into the shit. He lost his stash.
The workday cloud.
He lost his stash and fell into the workday cloud.
That's what they call the shit.
Yeah,
Sloan Darkhorn says, better call Saul Giamatti.
That's pretty good.
that is pretty good.
Not as good as Cart Giamatti.
Flippin' Kamikaze says, it's a shame it's not autumn. I'd love a fall Giamatti. Cam said, lol Giamatti. That's when he laughs.
Dole Giamatti.
If we're doing like
Everybody stand for the
Everybody
ceremonial changing of the seats. If you're watching at home, please stand.
Please stand.
You may be seated.
You may be seated.
if we're doing like sections of the Roman Empire, it could be Gaul Giamatti.
I don't even get that.
That's what they called France.
Should we do a quick celebrity sketch artist?
Of Paul Giamatti?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should I try to describe it to Julia?
I've drawn Doug.
You
As
drew
Paul Giamatti.
Mad Doug with no nose.
That's a Mad Doug.
Mad Doug.
Oh yeah, someone tweeted us to do like our Avengers names, and both of you would be Groots because you're
I was Dead Groot.
dead Groot.
I think I was Baby Groot.
Yeah, you were.
I was Agent Duck.
But if I did my last name, I was something a lot better. I forget what
If
it
I did
was.
my last name, I was Dead America.
Yeah, you were Dead America.
All right.
Paul Giamatti.
Wait. Should we do ads now?
No,
Okay.
do them after.
Okay.
Do him after.
The
All right.
people deserve Paul Giamatti.
He's a hard one to describe.
Well,
All
he's
right.
got a lot of different facial hairs.
He does, and a lot of different faces.
Do this one. Do the classic.
The classic.
Do the classic Paul Giamatti.
I swiped it away immediately.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. He's got a pretty normal head.
Where is he looking?
He's looking to the right.
In this, his body is facing the right, and he's like turned his head to kind of look towards you, but it's like a 3/4 view of his
Okay.
head.
So, like that.
Yeah. But he's turned and it's kind of like tilting down a little bit, like he's like giving you a stinker eye,
Right.
his stinky eye, but tilted down the other way. Yeah. More like that, but it doesn't. It's not tilted so much. He's got
Okay.
He's got a pretty like lumpy face. It's not a strong jaw. That's
Think like character actor face.
yeah.
He's got an expressive face.
It's an expressive face.
Okay.
He's got a receding hairline.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a big old lump of flesh.
Yeah,
Describe his nose.
big forehead.
Give me his nose.
His nose is sort of, it's a little on the wider side.
Okay. Is it straight?
It's pretty straight. It's straight.
It doesn't stick out.
But
far.
it doesn't stick out very far. It's very rounded.
And he's got big nostrils, or big, not nostrils, but the area around the nostril.
Yeah, he has a wider nose. It's not very long. You've made it way too long. It's rounded and it's shorter. More of a bulb. Yeah.
Okay. Like it's a ball at the end?
No.
Okay.
Kind of like what you've done. Who is Linus subscribed with Twitch Prime?
Who is Linus?
Tepiod gave us 330 bits and said Drawfee is probably the best thing that's ever happened to my internet, so have my bits.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, that's so nice.
How's that?
It's pretty good. It's more like,
It's more up.
yeah, it's more like of a bulb at the end. Like
Okay.
rounder sort of bulb nose. And his nostril, like that we see on that side, is pretty clearly defined, like around it. It's kind of bulby too. So you can kind of see lines on both sides of it.
Position myself
Like
so I
that?
can see Julia's drawing. That's pretty good.
It's gonna have to be good enough for now.
Bulb does not describe quite what I need.
Because it's more straight.
It goes like pretty much straight down and then is a bulb. Sort of straight and round like a hot dog.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think we can leave it.
Okay.
In this photo, he's got a full beard and mustache
Okay.
combo. It's pretty sculpted,
Okay.
but still like is long enough to stick out a little bit from his sort of jaw.
Okay.
And he has sort of like a jowly look. So like his face kind of droops on the sides of his mouth like Droopy the dog.
Okay.
Shark Attack subscribed, and Cat the Red gifted a tier 1 sub to Nova Zeros.
And like a weak chin. sort of.
His head is like wider. He's not a thin dude. So imagine like a plumper cheek that's a bit saggy.
Okay.
Plump it up. Plump up the jams.
Cheek that's a bit saggy.
So it like droops down further before cutting in.
I'm fully behind Jacob. This is the one place in the room where I can hide from the camera.
Damn it, Nathan, you found it.
You are perfectly behind there.
Darren Zeraust subscribed at tier 1. Nathan! Stop hiding!
I'm Jacob's hand that comes out
You're
of his
not.
head.
You're not.
Hi, I'm Jacob's head hand.
Okay, I'm gonna give
How's
you
this?
some
How's this
directional.
cheek?
I'm gonna give you some directions to do this cheek better.
Okay.
From where his eye would be,
Yeah.
sort of go like straight down
Okay.
until you get to where like the bottom of his mouth would be,
Okay.
I look so little compared to you guys.
and then cut in. So it like sags down to there.
I see. Okay.
It's like parallel parking.
Got it.
You want to cut it and punch it.
Cut it and punch it. And then when it gets to where his eye would be, that's sort of like what you've done there is good, and then it just goes straight up into like a big ol' round forehead. Because his hair is receding pretty far back. That's good for now, yeah.
That's pretty good.
That's good for now.
Okay.
I think you're on the right track.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you his like eyebrows and eyes next. I think those are important.
Please do.
He's got a scowly look. So he has a creased brow in the middle. And his eyebrows are sort of doing that thing where they're squinted in the middle and then curve up from there.
Okay.
So they're not straight. They sort of like go down and then curve up like a, Disney villain. And there's a more of a gap in between where the brows would be, and that's just like flesh creases in there.
Yeah, he's got some real nice creases.
Yeah, he's got some nice creases.
He's got sort of a crease above the
I'm describing
eyebrow
Paul
as well.
Giamatti, everyone, for Julia to draw. She does not know who Paul Giamatti is. Nice spelling so far. Nice.
Is that how you spell it?
That's
Got
how you
it.
Spell it. That's Paul Giamatti.
From Long Island. We got a lot of Italians. All right. Like that?
Yeah, and then it's kind of doing that on that side. His eyebrows are like a little bushier, a little less sculpted. And it sticks out, yeah, like that on the side. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's looking good. That's looking good.
Paul. That's that good Paul.
Yeah, you're getting the Paul. You're getting some Paul in here now.
Cool. All right.
Then his eyes are like heavy lidded, but still somehow bulbous.
He's got intense eyes.
It looks
How
like
close
it would
are they
be,
to the eyebrows?
They're pretty up close to it, but there's like a heavy skin lid, a skin shelf.
Okay.
But it's one that's curved upward to match the angle of the eye underneath the brow.
Okay.
It's like that, and then another line that would indicate like a heavy lid underneath, and then the eye.
Okay. Okay.
If it would help you to put in the eye first, we could maybe go eye out
Yeah, true.
with all of the lids and flesh.
Go middle out.
Yeah.
He got big eyes, or?
Like I said, it's kind of hard to describe because they're pretty like bulbous, but they're also in there.
You're gonna want to just like make sure you get like lines all around them.
That is way too small.
Yeah. I'm mapping out.
Julie's doing some mapping, but they're real round.
Yeah, they're very round eyes.
They're round, watery pools of emotion and character acting.
Yeah. And he's looking at us.
People are guessing which image we're using.
He's looking at us. Okay, so that would be lower here then. And then bring up here. Because of the way the eyeball anatomy works.
I think this might be the first time I've ever seen Julia draw while wearing a leather jacket. And
It's very squeaky.
the squeaks.
Yeah, that's a good eye position. It's definitely up closer towards the brow.
Okay.
And you're going to want lines, like lid lines, all the way around it. So there's like one
Okay.
completely on top and one completely on bottom, a full line all the way around. Even closer up to it.
The bottom one?
Or
Yeah.
you could just make the eye bigger? I feel like they need to be bigger. Maybe not.
I feel like I need to move the eyebrows and the eye down because it's too far.
Yeah, they do need to go down a little bit. And the eye does probably need to be vertically a bit bigger. Are you going to ride till you can't no more? Nathan, where are your horses?
In the bag?
That's a good place to keep them. I think ideally you should probably put them in the front so they could pull whatever you're riding in.
No.
How's that?
That's looking better. But it is even still, like, I would take the whole eye and highlight it.
Mm-hmm.
And then rotate it to the left a bit. And then get it up closer still to that eyebrow and more towards the inside of the eyebrow.
So it's a real...
Yeah.
Yeah! Yeah!
It's something like Stabler from SVU.
You think everybody is Chris Maloney.
But look at he's got
You
the
do think
angry
that.
eyebrows and the bald forehead.
I would make his nose shorter from the bottom.
Okay.
He's also in
That's good.
that new show, Happy. I guess it's not new anymore, but it's newer than SVU.
Okay, I have to tell you an interesting thing about his other eye. It's because his face is weird. So his right or his left eye, where you'll be drawing the right, the way you have his head tilted is correct, but somehow his eye manages to be parallel with his other eye. So it's like up higher than it should be.
Yeah,
From that head
and it's
angle.
sticking out. It's like got a little like.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I know
like
what's
a
happening.
little-
I get
It's
it.
a little bulgy.
I get it.
It's a little bit of a sticking out.
Yeah, it's a little bulgy, a little sticking out, and it's up higher than it should be for his head angle.
That's how he acts so good.
Yeah.
His eyes don't follow the rules.
He has special eyes.
He has special eyes. He's like a Buscemi.
Yeah. He's got a real Buscemi'd eye. Whose first stream is this? I just saw somebody's first stream. It's also like his lid on that side is very like shaded.
Like here.
Like you can't really see, yeah.
Okay.
Keep shifting.
And you
my
can see
positions
his
to
eye's not that far to the left,
be on camera.
the eyeball part.
Okay.
You can see the whole like round iris.
Can you guys hear the door squeaking?
That is that is definitely not right. You need to make this eye like match the other one in size. It looked like you had an Igor eye.
Oh boy.
All right, I think that's getting it. I think that's getting it closer.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. My job in all of this is just to keep
Encouragement,
finding where I can be seen,
where you can hide yourself.
where I can hide. Well, Jacob, you're so close to the camera now that I can really just my whole body fits behind your enormous head.
I think, Julia, I'd like to ask you, contrary to what I said earlier, to highlight that left eye again, your left, and drift it out to the left just a bit.
Just a titch.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
because it has to be on par with the.
And
nostril.
make the bag underneath the eye up closer to the eye again. It's sort of like, it's not an eye bag, it's his lower lid.
Yeah.
It's just very visible.
It's just very visible. So it's basically like touching in the corners of the eye.
Yeah.
And on the top, it's doing the same thing. It's like really shadowed. Yeah. Yeah.
Now imagine he's leading a army of mercenaries to try and kill Clive Owen and a baby.
Yeah. Imagine he's about to take a shot with a sniper rifle and he misses and he goes, fuck me sideways.
You said this whole part's shaded?
Yeah, you can kind of shade that in.
Imagine Clive Owen just rappelled down a big windy staircase and killed like 80 people, and he goes, this guy then goes, man, do we just suck? Or is he just that good? Come on, boys!
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Imagine him doing that.
I have a note for his creases in the middle of his eyes.
Okay.
Get one big one right where the brow sort of hits skin on both sides.
Okay.
That goes up from there. Yeah, not even that high. Just it's just like a deep crease.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a deep crease.
And then get one horizontal one that goes sort of at the bridge. That's sort of how that works.
And then you get one that's a little bit above the eyebrow as well.
Right here?
Yeah, there is one there.
It's sort of like
Those furrowing muscles?
yeah, but it sort of like goes all the way. It like really. Maybe not. Yeah, that's good.
That's good like that, I think.
That's good like that.
Let's get that beard in there. Let me tell you where his mouth is.
Yeah.
It's a little lower than you think it should be. And he's frowning. He's like got one of those horizontal frowns.
He's going like.
Like an angry, like.
Shoopus my whoopus just subscribed to the tier 1.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's see.
Shoopus my whoopus.
That's pretty good, but it's like the frown is like straight across and a little bit down on the ends. Yeah, that's good. And then like
It looks like the Grinch.
the whole area, sort of from bottom of nose.
Is that really that low?
It's for now. That's good.
Okay.
Maybe you can move it like a touch higher.
Well, because the thing is, it's like the entire top lip is covered by mustache.
Yes, it goes from bottom of nose to even over the top lip. All you see is bottom lip,
Yeah.
and the rest is mustache.
Okay.
It's like a block of mustache.
He has a block of mustache, so it goes like here.
Sort of slopes.
It slopes down more.
Yeah.
Like that?
Make it rounded.
Round it down. Yeah.
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 Down to sort of where the crease of the mouth would be, yeah.
Okay.
And then you see a hint of his like nose to mouth lines coming from the side of his nose down into the mustache. On both sides, where that cheek would be.
Okay.
Here comes that Paul. Here comes that Paul.
And then his beard is a very full beard that goes all the way.
What is going on the
You can't
upper
see
lip?
it. You don't see his upper lip at all.
It's covered in stash.
It's completely covered in stash.
Okay.
It's hair.
So, sorry, describe the...
ETA 666 said angry Homer Simpson. And it does. Art. That's amazing.
Boy.
Boy.
Frosted chocolate milkshakes.
So what's going on, beard-wise?
That's good how you have it. It's a
I
little
want you to leave it as Homer Simpson now.
it's a little wider on the right side. You can erase that like face line.
Oh my god. I watched a live action Simpsons where Paul Giamatti played Homer Simpson. Are you kidding me?
And yeah, just bring the beard like all the way around to where his ear would be. It's a very full beard that is meticulously trimmed. And it's kind of like wider at the bottom and then angles up on the sides. Right now he kind of looks like he's got something in his mouth and like he won't spit it out. And you're like, Paul,
Paul, what do you got
what
in
do
your
you
mouth?
have in there? You know you're not supposed to have anything in there, Paul. And he's like,
Paul, did you drink all the wine on the set of Sideways?
Open your mouth, Paul. Let me see what's in there.
Paul, did you take all the bullets? Do you take all the bullets from Shoot 'em Up and put them in your mouth? Paul, we need them for the scene.
What's going on under the upper lip, lower lip?
Honestly, beard.
Does it like have a thing?
It's very full.
Yeah, you can
It
see.
basically-
You can see the lip.
You can see the bottom lip, and that's like basically it.
Just goes straight across.
Literally just draw in a bottom lip and don't add anything else. Have a bottom lip just peeking, and it's a thinner lip than that. Kind of like it's tucked into his mouth a little bit, like. Yeah.
Looks like he's sticking out his tongue.
Okay.
Maybe take this area here.
Yeah.
And like give it a little more out. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. But it does still have, okay, I know what to do.
Okay.
The cheek on here
Yeah.
needs to be more straight down and then cut in more to make his face like wider and jowlier. But it doesn't cut in until like below the mouth.
Okay.
Yep, that's actually pretty right.
Okay.
The Homer Simpson hair, it's just, I can't, it's just still Homer Simpson right now.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The eyes are
Tap it.
still, he's got such strange eyes.
I think,
Can we take the whole left eye, eyebrow, and everything? I want to rotate it slightly to the left again, and then move it more to the left again. Not that far. No! No, stop!
it was at the right spot for a second.
Yeah, there is a spot in there that is the right spot. Okay, keep going.
Okay, hold on. Let's hide extras.
Okay, that's too far. Take it back a little bit.
There.
And move it down a little bit, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's kind of getting there.
Okay.
He's like an impossible visage to capture.
This is cool, though. You're definitely getting closer.
Can you erase the Homer lines? Because I really can't stop seeing the Homer lines. It's all I can see.
See, it already looks more like Paul Giamatti without
Yeah, when you
those.
take out the Homer lines,
When it's not Homer Simpson, it is Paul. It's the next closest one is Paul Giamatti.
yeah.
If you had two guesses, the first one would be, is this intense live-action Homer Simpson? And then the second guess would be, oh, no, it's Paul Giamatti.
Got to be Paul Giamatti then. Give him an ear where you think an ear would be.
What's the shape of the ear?
Listen, you're not going to like it,
It's just a normal ear.
but it's just a normal ear. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like has more of a lobe than that, a little bit more vertical on the sides.
It's a detached lobe.
Kind of. It's a gentle slope, yeah, like that. And then where it goes up more vertically and less out.
Got it.
What's the chat saying?
And then connect the beard up to where the hair would be over there. Kind of follow underneath the cheek. That's where the beard line goes.
So he has a high beard. Like that?
No. It's cut like in a straight line from his ear, from his sideburn down to where it meets the mustache. It does not go into his cheek.
So it goes
Yep,
like that.
curve it under. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. There's our Paul.
This isn't right, but it's not wrong either.
Yeah. I think if you...
Yes.
Let's get a hair in there,
I think if you added some, like, hairlines to the beard,
Where?
just, like, to indicate that it's hair.
Okay, hold on. Let's get. I don't want the gradient. I want.
I thought that notification said, could you not use the paint bucket tool? His beard is also sort of gray.
Oh.
He has a gray beard
He's a great beard.
and gray hair.
Okay. Get rid of this.
Could you not use the paint bucket tool, actually?
Whoops.
Oh!
Sorry.
It's Paul Giamatti in a dark room.
Alright. Get.
You're gonna just lower the opacity?
Yeah. Because I also have to erase this. Because I thought his beard was black. Okay.
Yeah. We're getting somewhere. His hair is very short
Okay.
and receding and sort of just side-swept. Like if you just kind of followed along his head, where his head would be, and made it
Okay.
a little higher than that,
Okay.
that's kind of what his hair is. It's not even long enough to sweep that much. It's like really short. Yeah, that's pretty good. It's sort of like,
He's more bald.
yeah, he's more bald. The orb of his forehead goes all the way. Like his hairline.
So it starts like
You can see
starts,
the
like, behind
entire
it, yeah.
orb of his
Okay.
forehead, and it starts behind that orb. His orb head.
Sort of like Morty's hair.
Yeah, and then it is like up there, maybe a little further forward than that. We're getting into Trevor from GTA 5 territory again. We always end up there.
It's either Chris Maloney or Trevor from GTA 5. Those are the men that
Those are-
Julia knows how to draw.
I think I drew or you drew Trevor, one of us.
Okay.
That's pretty good. And then just bring it back around his ear. It doesn't show behind his ear. And then he's got kind of a thick neck going into a suit.
Yeah, the suit collar basically starts right at the
Underneath his
edge
beard.
of the beard, yeah.
Like that?
Yep, pretty much.
This is pretty good.
This is pretty good.
I think, like, the main thing, it's like he almost has, like, Muppet mouth. It's like the mouth sort of bisects the top and bottom of his head, and, like, the mustache, like, the lines up formed by the mustache sort of look like
Like a Muppet's top lip.
a Muppet's top lip.
Yeah. I don't know how to tell you to draw that, other than make his mouth look more like a Muppet's mouth.
This is good. You definitely, like, it's not Paul Giamatti, but it's like...
If I had to
it's
guess who it
it's
was.
no one else.
Yeah.
It's like, it would be my first, like, Paul Giamatti or maybe, like, Dave Attell.
Like a really angry Dave Attell.
Yeah.
I guess he's kind of angry.
He's kind of well, his persona, his on-stage persona is sort of a...
This is definitely Giamatti adjacent.
Yeah.
People in chat are right.
This is like if Paul Giamatti was like a guest voice on Archer.
Oh my God, you're right.
And
This
they
is
made him-
absolutely Archer Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. The only person who has been 100% flawlessly translated to Archer is Christian Slater. They just made Christian Slater actually Christian Slater
They beamed him in.
in Archer.
Do you want to see, Julia?
Yeah, I'm gonna look him up. Hopefully, get him on here, and that way we can show the people.
Yes.
It was
It was
Oh, that
this,
guy.
this picture.
Oh,
You can see that
I
we're close.
see the other lid issue.
Yes.
Okay.
It's hard to describe.
Yeah, let me add that in real fast. Because he's got.
I guess his head is longer,
It's
too.
the skin that holds his eyebrow is going over his eyelid.
Yeah, I was trying to say that, but I didn't know the words.
he looks tireder than
He does, because he has another bag here, and it comes in here.
Can we flash the photo on for everyone to see?
Yeah, also, I had that cheekbone right for a second. Which is that it follows his cheekbone, but sags down. Okay.
Yours is like an angry Eastern European Paul Giamatti. There's our Paul. That's our Paul. He's come to the Drawfee Show.
He's the guy.
Also, his hair is
Oh,
bigger.
we love him so.
His hair is bigger.
Oh, and he
Yeah.
does have this thing.
But barely.
What thing?
Yeah, he has, like, your skin doesn't grow here. I mean, your beard doesn't grow there.
Yeah, but it's like so little. I didn't feel like trying to translate that into words.
Listen,
You got pretty close.
I think we did a great job, all of us.
Do you see
together.
what I mean when I said that, like, his eyes are bulbous and yet heavy lidded?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you translate that to tell
It's-
someone to draw it.
It's because he has heavy skin by his eyebrows.
Yeah, but also his eyeballs themselves are very, like, bulby and stick
Right.
out. But they're covered by a lot of skin, too.
I made his head wider, which is unusual for me.
Maybe you were compensating.
I think I was.
All right, let's do a little ad break. A little late in the stream ad break. People can enjoy. You can do a little touch up on it if you want while the ads are going for the people
Yeah.
who don't get ads.
We're doing an ad break. We'll be back in like 3 minutes.
If it works.
If it
Let's
works.
go!
It
Seems to be
worked.
working.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so it.
You guys are a
in
good
here.
describer drawer combo.
I definitely could have done better.
I think if I had to pick a when Julia describes to you is, I think, the strongest showing we've had.
Unless it's Angela Lansbury.
I described that to you.
Oh, shit.
That was me. That was me, and I did a bad
Julia's
job.
Ariana Grande was pretty spot on.
When you two are on the team, when I'm not involved, it's the best.
I know what I need to like measure out from. Like I start with the position of the head, and then I start with the nose, because then everything in your face is measured by your nose.
Everything in your face is measured by your nose.
As the classic saying goes.
So I just like I need the face angle, and then what the nose looks like, and like the nose length and width, and then from there I can basically measure out.
I think also if you
not.
lightened up the color of the eyebrows.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You
I'm gonna do that.
You were just saying that.
I'm gonna do that.
You were just saying that, but I said it.
Yeah.
Nathan also said it.
I also said
true.
it.
So
is
I think
the thing.
maybe
so
you should consider that Nathan
did
also
you-
said it. Your hair looks nice, Nathan.
Oh, thanks.
Little Flummick says that to you.
That's what I'm here for. The compliments. I got a haircut a while ago.
Or like a hair butt.
I got a haircut a week before I went to my brother's wedding because I wanted to look nice for all the photos.
On this, the day of your brother's
On
wedding.
this, the day of my brother's wedding day.
Yeah. I hope you can tell what I was trying to say about the nose.
Yes.
Because it does go basically completely straight and then just becomes... It is like a hot dog.
It's like
Kind of squished.
It's like a little squishy hot dog.
Yeah.
It's like one of them squishy hot dogs that you get when you want a squishy hot dog.
His face is longer.
It is longer. It's a taller head than we drew,
Yeah.
and that's okay.
That's okay.
That's allowed.
There's also the
We're doing our
issue
best.
that of the angle I'm looking at your canvas,
Oh yeah.
Julia, makes everything seem
Yeah.
thinner.
Yeah. I get
So I was having you move things based on my perspective, which is not accurate as being right here. Ain't that just the way?
What's in there?
Yeah. That was when you were drawing the Ajija. It was even funnier when I saw it, like, because it was even wider than it looked from the angle that I was looking at it at.
That was my problem when I was describing Michelle Rodriguez to you. Was that
Yeah.
I was at such a severe angle.
Yeah, I gave her a real wide face.
Yeah, but that's because I told you to, and it's because on my perspective, it wasn't. It was like real squished.
We should definitely, next time we do that, like mirror the screen
Yeah.
so that whoever's reading it can have a full unobstructed view of what's happening.
Yeah, for sure.
And we will have to do it again because both of those episodes have almost 1 million views.
Wahaha.
Yeah.
And they were both nightmares to record.
They both have almost 1 million views?
Yeah,
Wow.
they both have a lot of views.
I know the Ariana Grande one.
That one has more,
That
but the
thumbnail.
first one has like 500,000 or
Yeah,
something at least.
they both surpassed the 500, the half mil
Yeah.
mark.
Once you pass 500,000, in my mind, you have almost 1 million.
Yeah.
I drew like a president of Yugoslavia.
Yeah, you really did.
That's
He
what
looks
I've
like
done.
This
he
looks
looks
like a
like
bust.
like a GTA like in the loading intro
Yeah.
sequence. Like this would be one of the characters.
Yeah.
Like it just very.
Oh,
Well,
It very slowly like.
We're back from
moves
ads,
to
by
the
the way.
side.
oh, we're back from ads.
we're back from ads, by the
Or
way.
it like goes in this direction when it's loading.
Yeah, it just kind of floats by, playing some cool beats, some chill beats to study and relax to.
Yeah. Okay. Are you drawing tall Giamatti?
I'm not drawing another Giamatti. This is enough Giamatti for one stream.
Yeah.
I'll just draw something else.
Draw something else.
I'll draw something else.
Draw something else.
Let me get you back to all your settings because I messed it up.
I feel like we've drawn each other gender bent multiple times.
Yeah, we have. Okay. There you go. Everyone stand.
All rise.
All
All
rise
rise.
for the ceremonial switching of the chairs. You may be seated.
Oh, Kiss Romancer says, I want to thank not only Nathan, but God for Nathan losing his shit over Ajija, which is probably my favorite part of that episode is you just going, yeah.
So you kept just saying, you were just like ajaja, ajaja, ajaja. Just drew the
What?
what did I say? You just drew the eyes and the mouth. And
Yeah.
It was just like it is an animal, and you said oh, and then you had a little dog nose.
Ajaja, ajaja.
Ajaja, ajaja.
What should I draw?
Draw a hedgehog that's not Sonic.
I will not.
Sweat glove.
Next suggestion.
Sandwich god? Bad dude.
A bad dude.
Mermaids. Mermaid.
Vampire otter.
Necromancer.
Punk rock giraffe. America's ass.
Politics, am I
You
right?
see that every day on cable news.
Whoa!
Can you pull up OBS again? Put it over the thing.
Put it over the thing.
Thank you.
Obs.
Obs.
A sweet owl man, please.
A sweet owl man.
Egg pumpkin.
Zombie squid. Zombie
Sharpest
dinosaurs.
cactus.
Oh man. I fought a zombie dinosaur in my D&D game that I play with my friends.
Yeah.
Did you break its neck in one go too?
I didn't break its neck in one go, but I did deal like 70 damage in one
Nice.
hit. because
Goat
I,
of woe.
I got a crit, and I'm a paladin, so I did a crit smite.
Nice.
So I got a bunch of damage dice.
Jacob, what you drawn?
Who's this? Who's this, buddy?
This is still Paul Giamatti.
Are you drawing tall Giamatti after all? That nose isn't hot dog enough for tall Giamatti. What are you drawing? Who's this guy? Is this Salad Fingers? Drawing.
Is this the guy that made the Easter Island heads?
Jacob, what you drawing? Oh no.
You sound like a Minecraft villager.
He sounds like a grumbly dad.
Yeah.
This is like when hey dad. Okay. I like this guy.
This is Prince Philip. So far.
Prince Philip.
It still is. Oh, no longer.
Is that a long hair? Jacob has lost
You sound
the
like
ability to speak language.
Yeah, you sound like a mix between a Breath of the Wild character and a Minecraft villager.
This looks like a side character on a 90s kids cartoon. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got sort of like a bird neck coming in. And then how high up's that back gonna be? Pretty high up.
Pretty up there.
Pretty up there. Oh.
Oh.
He's a sort of a thick bod. And that's oh.
Oh.
Okay. It's got like sort of almost like a turtle shell. It looks like now that like he's poking his head out of. There's one little leg. How many legs are we gonna get on this guy? I wonder.
Oh.
Okay.
There's two.
There's two.
He has a very wide stance always.
Oh, what's coming in here? 3 legs.
Oh.
Oh, and that one's doing a little kick.
Oh.
Look at this, buddy. Hi.
It's just up there.
What's your deal? What's your deal, pal? You want to go? You want to go to the store? You want to go to Chuck E. Cheese? Have a pizza? Play some games? Get some tickets?
Where's the anchor point?
Oh, it doesn't show up in Photoshop automatically anymore. You have to change
What?
the setting. Yeah.
Where is it?
You have to show the anchor point now. You have to like
kidding me?
specifically choose to. Yeah.
How am I supposed to do fun little bits with moving his head around?
Do you want me to get the anchor point again, or?
Jacob, you started talking again.
I wasn't gonna, but then I couldn't find the anchor points.
Jacob, who is this?
I don't know, dude. Who do you think it is?
Is it you? Is this the you wish you could be? If things had been different?
I was gonna make my little guy respond to you, Nathan, by like moving his head like he was interested in going to the store.
Oh.
And there could have been a whole bit,
That would have been a fun little bit.
but Photoshop ruined it. So now we're not doing any bits.
No more bits.
I'll change that setting on Monday.
Monday we gotta do all sorts of setup stuff with the mics. We gotta put all the mics back in their spots.
Oh, you're right.
Because
I didn't even realize.
we got a different table.
We got a new table.
This is a better table. It's an improvement.
400 bits from Darren Zeros.
Zeraus.
Zeros.
Zeraus. I like him. We need to name him.
Gregory.
This is Gregory.
This is Gargery.
This is
Gargery?
This is Gargery. A lot of G names coming at you.
This is Gargery.
Gargery. Are you done? Should I get a suggestion?
Draw Gargery's friend.
Okay.
All rise.
Don't leave Gargery alone.
Okay, I need to draw Gargery's friend. Can I get a suggestion for Gargery's friend?
I feel like you should just, I don't know, do what you want to do, my dude.
Draw Gargery's friend.
Draw Gargery's friend.
Who would Gargery be
Just
friends
follow your heart and your conscience.
with? Narwaldo subscribed and said, "Love you guys."
Thank you, Narwaldo.
So I've got a... Okay.
Draw Gargery's friend.
Okay.
He can't be alone. Chris Mizzetti suggested that Gargery's friend could be Philip.
Philip.
I like Philip.
Philip. Please draw Philip.
I have a very dumb story about the name Philip.
Do you want to tell it?
Yeah.
You should tell it.
So, when I was a kid, I was hanging out at my friend's house, and sometimes we would go over to her next door neighbor's house because she was a elderly woman, and we liked to keep her company. And
That's too wholesome. It makes me mad to think about.
well, my brother and his friend Tim came over to pick us up, and they got redirected to this old woman's house, and she had never met my brother nor Tim.
Just keep giving fingers till you reach where you're trying to go, Nathan. Go ahead, Juliet.
And I was in a different room, but they explained who they were, and she's like, "Oh, what's your name?" And my brother goes, "Oh, my name's Mike." And she goes, "Oh, Mike, okay. Who are you?" And he just goes, "My name's Tim." And she just leans in awkwardly close to his face and goes, "Philip?" And he was like, "No, it's Tim. Philip!" It's like, "No, it's Tim." So he was Philip from then on.
Is he still Philip today? To this very day?
Yes. This is not the woman who hexed me. The woman who hexed me lives in front of my house. And I believe she turned 100 this year,
The perfect hexing age.
according to my mother, who texted me that Blanche had turned 100.
If you live to be 100, all your hexes come true.
Yeah, well,
Because you've saved up enough age power.
my mom sent me the text mostly to tell me that I might die this year because she hexed me, and that's how she keeps living forever.
So she's sapping your life.
Yeah, so she said it was nice that she was proud to have me as a daughter, but the time has come to an end because I will die this year.
Yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah.
Is this Philip?
This is Philip.
Philip?
I wonder what they're talking about. I feel like they would just be making noises. Like Gargery would be like...
Yeah. The other one's just kind of making like gargly noises.
I feel like we should pitch this to Double Fine. It looks like a game they would make.
Yeah. Costume Quest 2. Not so costumey.
No
It's just them.
costumes this time. It's just Gargary and Philip hanging out.
Yep.
Philip and his mini fingers. Are we getting that Drawfee deep squat?
Yeah.
I do love a deep squat.
We all love a deep squat. Do you guys ever think about how much audio of us there is speaking
I try not to,
on the internet?
because there's a lot.
It's like a truly unfathomable amount of.
It's too much.
You can hear so much of us speaking if you so desire.
If you wanted to just hear us speaking forever,
It wouldn't be forever, but it would be a really long time.
I was listening back to the audio play of an ep we recorded a year ago but haven't released yet. And I was thinking about, like, you know, if we knew it would take a year for the episode to come out at that time and how many things are different. And then I started thinking about all of the videos. Like, I can go back to very past me.
Yeah, and see what you were saying and doing.
Yeah. It's just, there's so many differences even from just that episode from a year ago. And
Yeah.
that's bonkers.
That is crazy.
Like, I feel like a completely different human.
Oh no, Nathan.
Oh. He looks like he's just stuck in his shirt
He
now.
kind of looks like a reverse man.
Reverse man?
Like, it looks like his shirt is pants and his head is coming out of pants. But his pants are also pants. It looks like it's just pants, top and bottom.
I'm gonna give him some swirlies.
Philip.
This is Philip.
Hello, it is Philip.
Maybe I should muffin top it.
I think you should. Philip has to cram into this every day.
Yeah, that's more fun.
Gargary and Philip.
There we go. There we go. That's our guys.
That's Philip.
That's Philip.
Write his name in there. Gargary and Philip forever. Forever. Philip.
Philip.
Oh, Philip. Julia, do you want to draw something?
Yeah.
I don't know why I put us on this path, but
I don't
like
know.
it.
Am I drawing a spicy third?
yeah, give him another
Draw a
print.
spicy third.
There he goes.
We have this pillar.
They can't see you right now.
You guys want to have a pillar fight?
Bad joke.
I've heard of putting people on a pedestal, but this is ridiculous.
Oh.
Just shooting off in between. Just popping off.
Now that's a spicy third.
This one definitely goes like,
Oh. What body part of... What hole? Is that a hole?
what hole?
Is that mouth? That's mouth.
Julia, you have to tell us what
That's
hole.
That's a long mouth or a big eye.
Oh!
I don't want his eyes down there.
This is a stream. This is a stream. People are watching.
There are hundreds of people.
There are hundreds of
watching
people
this.
watching us do that.
There are literally hundreds.
Nathan, how'd you find a way to be half off camera again? We have so much room, and you managed to scoot yourself half off.
Throw it away. Here, I'll come block you.
You can't. My legs are out.
Yeah, but I can just do this.
You can do that, but I can do this.
Get out. No, I'm gonna block you. I just gotta get closer to the camera. You can't. No. I give up. Oh. And we got a sub. Spartan Bobcat. That's a cool name.
For our good performance.
For a very good stream that we did.
They said, hello from Montana. Trying to avoid confusion from my 2-month sub anniversary. Love you guys.
I'm going to blink twice and take of that as you will.
Take of that as you will. Can you believe to learn that you should take of that as you will?
What was...
Julia, this is a very good third friend.
What's their name?
Yeah, what's their name? What's their name? What's their name? Little Jam Jr. says Barb.
Is it Jew?
I don't think it should be Jew.
It's
John!
It's John!
John! It is just spelled like John, but with a lot of O's.
With a lot of O's.
John! Sob machine. No, soba machine. Subscribe to tier 1.
Sob, a
Very,
machine.
very different energy to those two.
I'll sob a machine.
Sob, a machine.
Hello, I am Sob, a machine.
A machine. John!
Hi, do you have a table for John?
For who? John!
John! John? No.
John! And how many is that? One! A table for one!
What are we doing?
I would like the gnocchi!
It's Friday, you know?
So John does talk in normal English, just
Yeah.
very loud and
Yeah.
high-pitched. And
Yeah.
everyone else just kind of gargles and grumbles.
Well, that's
It's like
because
a Ed and Eddie situation.
they've gotten their ears, their hearing drums all blasted out
By John.
by John, so they don't know what they're saying anymore. So they just grumble. They just use the low frequency
register.
vibrations to communicate because they can't hear John anymore.
No one can truly
And that's
hear
why John just keeps screaming louder and louder.
Yeah. Someday he'll reach his limit.
It's a horrible hellscape
Yeah.
of a friendship, but it works for
But
them.
it works for them.
You know, we don't judge.
Do you want to draw something else, Julia?
Sure.
What should Julia draw?
Should we name? I would love to see you draw a Spartan Bobcat.
Peach Tea Baby said, I haven't been paying much attention, but Julia looks absolutely incredible.
Thank you.
Julia's rocking it today.
Who's this?
John!
You guys
it's
don't
just-
know it, but
it's just-
Julia's wearing new jeans.
I am wearing new jeans.
New jeans and a new jacket.
New
and
jeans,
relatively new
jacket.
boots.
Yeah, basically.
And a Secret Sleepover Society sweatshirt.
Come watch our stream.
All good things.
I'm wearing
Drawfee.
my regular clothes.
Yeah.
I'm drawing a Spartan Bobcat. you
Jeans,
said?
Drawfee shirt.
Yeah, will you draw Spartan Bobcat, please?
Yeah. Need to look up both a Spartan and a Bobcat.
Can you draw a Sharton Spartan Bobcat?
You know?
It doesn't have to be visible. I just want to know
Okay.
that
Yeah.
maybe he did just shart or is about to.
And you know, you can do either the classic ancient Spartan, or of course the Master Chief.
Great.
The greatest Spartan of them all.
Master Chief. Master
Okay.
Chief, my best friend, Master Chief.
So I'm gonna start with.
Of course, you picked the most sculpted looking dude.
I
It
just.
looks like a fake man.
Yeah.
Is that a fake man?
I don't know.
It just looks like a very strong man.
He looks like a fake man.
It looks like they're doing the 300. They're doing the 300 look.
Yeah.
The all muscles and the little skirts.
Okay.
Thought someone was knocking on our door, but it was just someone clickety-clacking down the hallway.
Just some clickety clacks on the tippity taps.
We got 1,000 bits from Duel555, and they said horror movie Disney princess.
Listen.
Which is a good suggestion.
Yeah.
horror movie. We should do a whole episode of those.
We kind of did with Drawfee.
We did.
Drawfee.
With
We-
Drawfee,
damn it.
yeah, we certainly did with Drawfee.
You ever heard of Drawfee?
But if we did only princesses.
Horror princesses.
If we just did like Dark Souls princesses instead of.
I like the idea of horror. We could do like Silent Hill princesses or.
Yeah, just putting Disney in the title.
Yeah.
Is good.
Disney, where we do a diss track.
No.
About Disney.
No, Disney's good.
While we draw the Disney princesses.
I mean, it's got its issues, but I think the movies, they've made some timeless classics.
Issues or tissues, Nathan?
Well, I need a tissues whenever I watch a Disney movie, especially one of them Pixar's.
One of them Pixars.
Coco? You kidding me? Get out of here,
Julia. You're not drawing the cat.
Nope.
You're looking at a bunch of reference of a cat, but
she found what she was looking for.
You're drawing the damn thing.
Yeah.
The construction vehicle.
Yeah.
Julia goofed us.
You didn't give anyone what they want, not even you. You don't want to draw this.
I super don't.
You made yourself draw a vehicle.
This is bad for you.
Congrats. You pranked us by making yourself draw a very complicated construction. Look at how many parts it has.
I cheated not
so
only
many
the
parts.
game but myself.
You risk nothing and you gain nothing.
You could have drawn Bobcat Goldthwait.
What?
You could have drawn Bobcat Goldthwait as a Spartan.
You could have drawn Bobcat Goldthwait as a Spartan. That's the content that people want.
But instead you drew this. You gave up.
Just stop. Just stop.
Sometimes you start drawing a piece of machinery and you go, how did I get here?
Yeah.
Why? I don't have to be doing this.
Yeah, you ask yourself, what is the point?
This is not my beautiful house.
Yeah.
I lost myself in the movement, the moment, the showman.
The showman?
Excuse me? Mom's spaghetti?
Yeah.
I like this. I like this shape. Oh, because it's a helmet, of course.
A helmet.
I love that the eyes fully fill up the holes in
Yeah.
the helmet where the eyes would go, so it looks like they're bulging out.
It's good. Sadly Lacking subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Thank you.
And so did
Tajali.
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 Ruskalapunji.
Ruskalapunji. Sadly Lacking, more like Ladly Sacking. And then I hit Nathan in the balls, like one of those
lads.
Like one of those lads do.
That's a ladly sacking.
That's a That's a ladly sacking if I've ever seen one.
Oh, that was a ladly sacking.
That's a ladly sacking. Oh, that tickles me. I didn't think when I started saying it that it would actually be funny. But it ended up being funny in the end.
Ain't that just the way?
It is.
Sadly Lacking thinks I hates it.
Ladly sacking.
Thought we were going out to Cheesecake Factory, but it turns out they were just playing a ladly sacking with me.
Everyone saw me get ladly sacked. All the lads.
All the lads
came out for it.
Oi. Okay.
Oh. You've done a lot of very different lines.
Are you gonna put it inside the vehicle again? Are you gonna draw another vehicle?
Is it in a cat box?
Is it Garfield?
Garfield and friends.
Dun, dun.
Garfield's not a bobcat.
He is now.
He's a Garf.
He's definitely not a Spartan.
Oh.
Bobcat's got
fat tail.
Bobcat's got fat tails, right?
They have no tails.
They've got like tiny fat
What's
tails.
the cat that I'm thinking of?
They have little Nubans.
They got little nubbin tails.
Okay.
Are you thinking of a lynx?
Yeah, I think I am.
Are you thinking of a lynx,
I
perhaps?
thinks of a lynx. A ladly sacking.
You seem to be sadly lacking your ladly sacking. Allow me to
Allow me to rectify the situation. It's so stupid.
It's very stupid.
If you're watching this and you don't think it's funny, you should say it out loud.
You're not wrong.
You should say it out loud to yourself.
Oh.
Say aloud that you're sadly lacking in ladly sackings and see if you don't laugh while you're saying it.
Yeah. Say it to a buddy.
Say it to your friend.
And also imagine, don't do the hit, but imagine the hit.
Yeah, do not do a hit on anyone for any
No,
reason.
especially not in a sensitive area. That's not nice.
No. I'm not encouraging any sort of hits.
Of sacking. No sacking.
No sacking.
This is a no sacking zone.
Yeah.
This is a sacking lacking zone.
Yes. This zone is not sadly lacking in ladly sackings. We are gladly lacking.
We are gladly lacking ladly sacking. This is my life.
Julia,
Julia, you did
Julia,
a
are
good
you
job.
still here?
Yep.
Oh God. This is a good picture.
This is a good picture.
It feels like it should have a caption, like it should be a one-panel New Yorker cartoon.
Yeah.
We need to caption it.
Yeah. Something like
Lasagna.
lasagna. This is Sparta.
This is Sparta. That's terrible.
It's pretty bad. Hold on. Our lasagna will blot out the sun.
Easy cure to subscribe for some reason.
Why?
Lasagna
For din tonight.
It's lasagna. It has to be.
Guess Romancer said lasagna.
Lasagna for din tonight.
Lasagna for din tonight. Tonight we dine
In lasagna.
in lasagna for din tonight. That's my caption. Tonight we dine in lasagna for din tonight.
That's pretty good.
Is it?
She signed it. Loudly. Oh,
Not loudly. Ladly.
Nah, it's Ladley.
Loudly sacking? That's worse.
that's a real resonant sound.
You've made it worse.
Fine.
It's just a sacking by one of the lads.
Yeah.
You know when you're with the lads?
When you're with the lads.
Oh man. Did you guys ever have
Is that the
thing?
author?
Yeah.
The drawer?
Did you ever have the thing where the people in middle school they'd take two fingers and slap the back of your neck and shout bacon?
Nope.
I know the two finger slap on the back of the neck, but I don't think they shouted bacon.
That must have just been my school.
People did a lot of stupid shit in middle school
Yeah.
to each other for no reason.
There wasn't yet a permanent public record of all your shit.
Yes. My middle school was definitely not sadly lacking in ladly sacking.
Yeah.
There was far too much.
Yeah.
Middle school's bad. I don't recommend it.
Nathan's school was weird. Listen, every school is weird. Every school is weird.
Ladly sacking just subscribed to tier 1.
Perfect.
It was only a matter of time.
Amazing.
We got them.
Thank you for the sub.
Thank you so much. Oh, what a treat. What a treat and a delight. You want to slip a porf in there?
Yep. Okay.
Slip a porf in there.
This was a good stream.
This was. I had a fun time
I had a
with
good
my
time
friends.
in this wide open room.
Wide open
full of
spaces.
Creaking doors. I hope the creaking is not too
Give him an ear.
hearable. Audible. Good lord.
Hearable.
Hearable. It doesn't get picked up on the good mics we use for recording episodes, but for some reason those mics don't sound as good in OBS.
Yes.
So we use our Yeti.
Tajale converted from a Twitch Prime sub to a tier 1 sub.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your conversion. I don't know what that means, but
It means good for us.
It means good. Now they can use their Prime sub for a different channel if they want. I think that's what that means.
Can't believe the drawings we've done today.
It's been so long. I'm apologizing.
I've drawn so much today.
Yeah, the boys.
The boys are back in town,
The boys
baby.
are at work.
They're up to their ass in shit, and they don't care.
Oh, look at that bagel night.
The hand waving.
Oh.
The spiral blur tool.
And then of course, Julia.
You did this good ass
This
drawing.
is the best drawing of the stream. It was the first one.
Yeah.
I did a lot of drawings.
Everyone should have left right
I
after
did
that.
a lot of labor-intensive drawings.
Look at our drawings. Julia,
I love this drawing, Nathan.
Thank you for.
I like my night too. I think we all did good drawings.
What
you for-
happened on this stream? A lot.
This is why you gotta watch the whole stream.
You can't
I
miss
like
even a
doing.
moment.
I like doing the little recap at the end of the stream. We should do.
I started off strong.
Welcome to Drawfee.
We'll never solve Bergerman's murder.
That's all right.
Maybe the bagel night will solve it.
I made a big burger mess on my chair.
Should we end the stream?
Yeah.
I made a big burger mess on my
I
chair.
made a big burger mess. You have to draw a porf.
She did.
I did draw a porf.
What?
That's
I had
it.
that's,
I retired.
that's Ladley Sacking's.
I retired from Drawfee.
Like little New Yorker.
Oh, people couldn't
Picture.
see the full caption. Well, there you go.
Lasagna for din tonight
It's
by
a-
Ladley Sacking.
What did it say before when we were covering it up? Did it just say lasagna for din? Lasagna for gin ta
For Dinton.
for dinton.
All right. We'll be back next week. Otherwise, Jacob and I might be streaming this weekend or on Wednesday.
On Secret Sleepover Society.
Watch it
Watch it.
It's
Come
you
watch us
good.
play
cowards.
games.
and sign up for Dropout. You can watch my episode of
Rank Room.
Rank Room.
Oh yeah, you were the first image when I opened up.
Yeah.
I saw your
Dropout this
sweet
morning.
smiling
I
face.
look pretty good.
You look like you're having a real nice
I look
time.
pretty good in that one. It was me, Caldwell, and Mike Trapp on that episode, and I thought we had some good riffs.
I'm gonna watch it,
Yeah.
and you should too.
Yeah.
Yeah, sign up for Dropout.
I love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.